we broke the porcelain tile.
Took the tile.
Hello and welcome to Zeke's Garage. Today we have a product review unboxing video for you. Have my father Jim with me today.
Howdy.
And we've got a new welder here from the Harbor Freight. It's the Titanium Unlimited 200. We're gonna get this thing open and have a good look at it, assemble it, and hopefully stick some pieces of aluminum together there. So let's get going on this. Let's see what's in the box here.
Styrofoam.
Instruction, won't need those.
Pieces and parts. Here's the regulator. Knob for the regulator.
Okay, let's get this out of the way. There he is. Here, I'll lift that out of there.
Cables and stuff.
Get the rest of the stuff.
Power cord.
Do these have stuff in them, or they feels like it might have something in it?
Something in it. Big torch.
Okay, that makes sense. And this guy is okay. Lower cables. All right. So we'll get it out of the box here.
I'll have to assemble that guy.
Okay, there it is out of the box. It's supposed to do what, MIG and TIG and...
MIG, TIG, and stick.
Okay.
So it should have cables for all of that.
And we've got... Let's see what kind of connection we have over the wall. Okay. We're good there. That's what my other welder is. So we'll get this thing kind of assembled and we'll get back to you here. Okay, we're gonna have a look at the inside here to see what we need to make it work with aluminum. Oh, look at that. We got another
Got a TIG torch or a MIG torch
MIG
here.
torch inside. So if you think you're missing that, it's hiding inside.
Yeah. Looks like it's all there.
Pieces and parts everywhere. Okay, we're gonna set this thing up for aluminum because that's gonna be its primary purpose. We have rigs that'll do MIG and stick around here already, so
Yeah.
this is pretty much gonna be a TIG. So let's get on with setting this up for aluminum. Okay, so this unit is dual voltage, so you can run it on 110 or your 220. This is the TIG torch outfit there. And it looks like it's coming with all kinds of
Yeah, there's
Extra-
extra expendable parts.
for all the setups here.
So, I think this is all TIG.
Yeah, this one looks like it's MIG. And the other, here's the hose and for the regulator. And then we've got the other torches here, so.
And the stick welder.
Okay, looks like it's all here.
Plenty of cable too.
Cool, let's get it hooked up and I'll bring a gas bottle around and we'll try this thing out. Okay, we've been 20 or 30 minutes here digesting all the parts that this thing came with, and which is quite a bit. But it didn't come, like I said, we wanted to set this up for aluminum today. It didn't come with the tungsten rod that we need that sticks out of the end of the electrode, nor does it have any aluminum rod that you can
Nothing to test with.
test with right out of the box. So a little disappointed there, Harbor Freight, for what we paid for this unit and our expectations here. So now we gotta put this all on hold and run to the store, and we'll get back to you later. And we're back. Was instantaneous for you folks, but it's been like 2 weeks for us. We had to get a hold of Harbor Freight and figure out why we didn't have a tungsten rod to make this TIG work. And that's been a little bit of a fiasco. I'll have my dad here tell you the story.
Okay, well, when we opened this up, got the TIG torch, got the gas regulator, and here's the TIG parts. It looks like it ought to be enough stuff, but when you examine it closely, there's no tungsten rod in there that is the arc component of the torch. So I thought, well, they just left that out. So I took this and the instructions back to the local Harbor Freight, and I talked to the salesman up at the front, and he says, "Oh, we don't carry any tungsten, but you might call customer service and tell them your story and see what they'll do," which I did. And they were very sorry that we didn't have those parts in the kit. They don't sell those parts with the kit. I don't know why, but if you go back to the store, you can buy this repair kit for a Vulcan TIG. Same parts exactly. There's 6 pieces of tungsten in there, and all the knobs and everything else you need, gas shield, ceramics, and that kind of stuff. And it'll only set you back another 40 bucks. Here's the kit I decided to buy, and it's pretty much the same as these parts with one exception. The tungsten rods are here. I think there's 6 of them in there. So I wasn't very happy with Harbor Freight for giving me the runaround and saying, "Oh, we don't sell that at the store," and having you have to come back and shell out another 40 bucks for a bunch of stuff in here I'm not going to need in quite a while. So that's the story.
And not to mention, he even mentioned the YouTube channel and that we were shooting this video and giving this unit a review, and that a good review kind of hung in the balance. Made no difference. My 800-ish subscribers here just didn't have enough influence, I guess. So yeah, kind of soured us on the Harbor Freight experience there. Had pretty good luck there in the past, but this time not so happy with them. But anyway, let's get on with this and get on with the review here. Alright folks, we just opened this kit, and it turns out there isn't what did we...
I was thinking it looked like about 6. You couldn't really tell through the package. But there are 4 pieces of tungsten in this. A very small one, and then the next size up, the next size up, and a large one. You need to match your tungsten diameter to the thickness of the material you're welding. So that's big of them to give you one for everything. But anyway, it's here, and we're going to get on with it. Okay, we played with a lot of stuff trying to figure out what was what, and finally matched up the TIG components till we put a torch together that seems to be assembled correctly. We got it all hooked up to the power. The unit comes on when we flip the switch. The TIG controls are this far knob, and since neither one of us know what we were doing with TIG, this is going to be a learning experience. So we're going to start about halfway in the middle setting-wise and see what we do.
Set us up a little table here out of some porcelain tiles over a garbage can, just kind of makeshift us something up to test this thing out with, and
won't set fire to the garage.
Right. We've been there and done that. We don't need that shirt again.
Now, what I'm told or read is to start the arc with a TIG. You just drag the
Okay, you just drag it across the
drag it.
material.
It'll start an arc, and then you lift it up 3/16 or so.
Okay.
Depending on the size of the tungsten in there, the gap gets bigger. So,
Okay.
let's see.
Right. When all else fails, we're looking at pictures. We're not reading instructions because, you know, men don't read instructions.
Right, but you got pictures to set.
So we got no power here. We've got a good ground. We've got the machine set to where we figure it needs to be, and we touch the tungsten onto the aluminum, and we don't get anything. So here we sit trying to figure it out. So we'll get back to you.
But it's saying if you're going to run TIG or stick, the switch has to be in this position.
It has to
For
be,
MIG, you want it to be down.
Okay. That's what was plaguing us. That's what we found out from the pictures and the instructions. So we should be good to go. Yeah.
Did get your gas leak fixed.
Yes. I should probably open the door just cause.
Yeah.
Let's just do that. Let's ventilate this garage properly.
Give it a minute.
And the fan should help here too, so.
Well,
Let's try it. Put a glove on that hand.
yeah, I don't know. It's gonna bring the sparks or
Yeah, who knows? Better safe than. It's usually safety third around here, but maybe not tonight. Push the rod up inside there to
burn it off.
burn it off? Wow, that's no good.
I'm gonna go to negative on the torch. And positive on the ground.
Okay.
Add a little gas to that now and see what we get. Cut down the hole right through the aluminum.
Wow.
We're not losing that.
Yeah, we're not burning the tungsten rod off anymore. That's good. Okay, we made a voltage adjustment to adjust the heat down.
as soon as I put some rod in there, it just, like it catches fire. Gonna be a whole box of these rods learning how to do it.
Yeah, you and me both, I'm afraid.
Well, it seems to hold an arc, and it responds to how much shield gas you put on it, so although I'm not happy with the results, I'd say the test was marginally successful.
Yeah.
For those two things, being able to hold the arc and learn not to burn the TIG off. So.
You hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to give Zeke a go at this. See how he does.
This is crazy. Whew. Finger got warm.
The rod?
Yeah, through the hole in the glove right there.
Yeah.
Kind of was drawn. Boy, there's no puddle there though. I thought I had me a decent puddle going and stuff, but
Yeah, I thought that too. It looked like it was building a nice puddle, and it's all charred and.
yep. All right, let's go.
Well, see if you can hold the puddle and just drag it along without filler.
Okay. Start it with the filler, maybe.
Yeah. Looks like he's got a good arc going there. Try to drag a puddle.
Oh, we broke the porcelain tile.
Took the tile.
Alright, so next we've decided to set up the MIG aspect of this welder. So we're going to put some wire in it.
030.
030 Vulcan brand.
Yep. Mild steel.
So
The usual stuff.
set that guy up and set up the torch head for it, and we'll go from there.
Okay, on to the MIG test. Got the TIG torch all wound up there. We know it works, now we just got to learn how to use it.
Right?
So, the MIG wasn't near the puzzle to put together the TIG torch was. We got that, the wire got away from me a little bit, and we spent 10 minutes winding it all back up. But it's all ready to go. So Carl's going to take a stab at welding a piece here. He's a good welder, so I expect good work here.
That's good work.
Yep. It's making exactly the right sound. I can hear the circles he's making. You're hired. Yeah, that's a good looking weld. Nice and clean. Feed rate feels about right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give it a whirl.
Alright. Now, here's the inside of the guy. Got all the tables you need for getting into lots of trouble.
Race.
Let's see what we can do. Well, I can't see the work.
Yeah, that was where I was. But your bead's nice.
Yeah.
Start down low and just draw one across.
Yeah.
Looks good.
I think we're both hard.
Right? That's really good because he doesn't weld very often, so that's pretty impressive. When's the last time you welded?
Oh, geez. 2 years ago when I built that stand for the mailbox.
Okay. The last time I welded was 2 nights ago, so there's your difference.
Cool.
Okay, well that guy works good.
I'm tickled pink with that.
Okay, so the setup was very easy. All we needed was the torch head for the arc welder. Plug it into the positive. We still got our ground in the negative. Turned off the gas because we ain't using it in the MIG head anymore. And we're set up and running for the arc welder here.
Let's see what it looks like.
Fresh piece of rod. Oh, do we need this down, right? Or switch it up? Okay. Yep.
Get it done. A little hot.
Okay. Voltage is this? I don't remember. Induction voltage.
That's wire speed on it.
Oh yeah, that's wire speed. All right, try that. Better?
I think so, yeah.
Pretty good puddle. Neither one of us have done any stick welding for about 20 years, so this is a learning curve too.
Okay, we're trading spots here. Carl's going to give it a shot, see what he can do. I'll have to get you another rod. You might as well burn it up.
Yeah, burn this one up.
Okay. Yep. There you go. Alright, we got him some new rod. Made a couple more adjustments. We'll see what it turns into here.
Helps if you ground it.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, that's That's always a problem. You don't ground it. Okay. All right.
That sounds better. In spite of the shaky start with customer service and missing parts and having to buy extra stuff just to finish the job of building the TIG torch, I think I'm going to be pretty happy with this. The welder seems to be performing fine. It's been a day or two since I welded anything, so I'm pretty happy with what I've seen so far.
So out of 10,
9.5.
9.5. And most of that leans towards the customer service and the screwing around we had to go through.
I can't give them a 10 for that, but I'd say 9.5. I think it's going to be a good welder.
Me too. Me too. Seems to be quality and working just fine.
Right.
We just need to practice on that TIG.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, people, I think that's going to do it for this here review of this titanium, what's the model of this thing?
200.
Titanium 200 welder from Harbor Freight. So we appreciate you watching, and please subscribe.